I will not have you morbidly toasting Craig when he clearly needs our support. How can you be happy that the father of your grandchildren might go to prison for the rest of his life?
It was good stuff. And weren't you listening? Weren't you listening to the DA in court? Craig stole from Barbara. Craig tried to kill Barbara, all because he was lusting after his blonde, after Carly Tenney.
That is a lot to conclude from one kiss.
Darling, that was not just one little kiss. That was a kiss on the wedding day while the clueless bride is waiting for him to play
You know,
his
Mother,
trump.
I have heard you call Barbara Bryan a lot of things, but clueless? No way. She married Craig with her eyes wide open, or wide shut, as the case may be, knowing full well what his history with women is. And you would be the first to point that out if you weren't so bent on revenge.
Revenge? We're talking about a criminal, and he's got to be put away before he does something to me, to you, to anybody else. Why can't you see that?
Why? Because he is the father of my 2 children. Yes, he was unfaithful, but as I have said before, unfaithful does not make a murderer. Craig is innocent.
I hope this means you're still my lawyer. Sandwich?
If you're really trying to get back into my good graces, Craig, it's going to take a little more than a ham on rye.
It was just a little kiss. It was nothing, Cass. If I'd known there was a camera, I would have smiled.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life in jail?
Oh, of course not.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen if you don't stop lying to me.
I promise you, Cass.
You have promised me before. First, you promised that Barbara knew that you were using BRO funds to acquire worldwide stock. She didn't. Then you promised me you weren't anywhere near the boathouse on the night of the explosion. You were. And then today, in court, that ambush, I was completely blindsided by that super-enlarged photograph of you kissing a woman you adamantly denied having an affair with.
Father, it's not an affair, but I see your point with the...
Craig, if you want to keep me in the dark, you know what happens? I look like an amateur. I hate to look like an amateur. If that's the kind of representation you want, call 1-800-LAWYER. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
Cass, you're going to get the whole truth.
Why should I believe you?
Because I'm willing to swear on the stand.
You want to testify in your own defense?
What other choice do we have?
Short of beaming ourselves up to another galaxy, none. I'll need your complete cooperation.
Nothing but the truth.
That'll pack him into the courtroom.
So you'll do it?
It is my policy never to put a defendant on the witness stand. Ever. Unless I absolutely have to. I absolutely have to.
Carly, what's going on? Detective Hughes handed her over to me for booking.
What's the charge?
Miss Tenney is being held as an accessory before the fact in the state's case against Craig Montgomery.
Jack.
I have to roll her prints.
No, Lopez, loose the cuffs. I'll handle this.
But I got orders from Detective Hughes to...
I said lose the cuffs.
Somebody please call Hal Munson. Tell him to pick up our son. I was supposed to pick him up at daycare a half hour ago.
Call the Munson house. Tell Hal to pick up his son.
Thank you. I knew if anybody could help me get out of this, Jack.
Get you out of this? Carly, you're inside deep. I don't know who can pull you out at this point.
But Jack, I didn't do anything. You're saying accessory to attempted murder? I know you're angry with me, Jack. I know I've made mistakes, but you know I could never make this kind of mistake. You do know that, don't you? Thanks. Okay, so let's go over what we know. What we know about the attacker's father. He's on antipsychotic Thorazine, right? Knew the hospital routine like the back of his hand. What? What? Did you hear something?
No. Jennifer? Good, she's not home. And Will's at day camp. I just don't want him to hear us talking about the guy who almost killed their mother like he's still at large.
Is still at large. So can you do me a favor, and next time you go on red alert like that, can you just give me a little heads up? Because I'm a little jumpy these days. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Coffee?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Listen, I was just thinking that we need to keep what we're talking about here between us under wraps.
Well, we have to tell Margot what we've got.
No. No, Margot, no police. They've done nothing to help us, Hal.
Emily, just because the rest of the force hasn't jumped on the bandwagon yet doesn't...
Wait, yet? When will they? When I'm 6 feet under?
Munson. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you. I'll come down. I have to go pick up my son.
Will? Is he okay?
Parker. Carly was arrested as an accessory in Craig's case.
You see what I'm saying? The nitwits in blue are careening down the wrong path once again. Carly did not try to choke me to death, Hal. We've got to find out who did, but nobody else will.
As the World Turns is brought to you by Jif. For more fresh roasted peanut taste, choosy moms choose Jif.
After reviewing the standards file, what?
How's it going, Mom?
Your mom hasn't studied in a long time.
Mom, do you want anything?
Not now, honey.
Okay.
It's more than just that great peanut taste. Choosing Jif is a small, simple way of letting someone know you care.
I thought in case you needed a break or something.
You made that for me?
Moms like you choose Jif.
I can tell my stepdaughter feels like we have nothing in common.
How was your day? Pretty good.
I think we're kind of feeling each other out still.
Can I call you back?
We do share one thing,
Sorry.
my clothes. She loves borrowing them, but she always manages to drip something all over them.
Introducing Tide Kick. Measure out the deep clean formula, treat your stains, toss it into wash. It eliminates more of your stains than any leading pre-treater and regular detergent combined.
A year from now, I'd like to think we're just really good friends.
This scene was filmed using an extraordinary lip color, Max Factor's Lipfinity. A new, long-lasting system with permatone. First paint, then polish. While most lipsticks melt away, Lipfinity is semi-permanent. It lasts and lasts through almost anything.
After 8 hours of filming, I can vouch for that.
New Lipfinity from Max Factor, the makeup of makeup artists.
Sub-Zero flavor inside, delicious cold minty shell outside. The gum that puts your breath on ice for a long time. Dentine Ice, nothing's colder than ice.
I hate my job. But the critics love it. Recess is great fun.
I think it's a wonderful expression of freedom and joy.
A delightful family film.
We should have sent him to some kind of camp.
Recess School's Out, rated G. Now on video and Disney DVD.
You're hot.
Excuse me?
How about a V8 Splash to cool you down?
No thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, V8, it must be rich and tomatoey. But in fact, V8 Splash is refreshing and fruity.
It is fruity.
Now, how about your phone number?
No.
Come on, I'm surprisingly refreshing, too.
Fruity, refreshing V8 Splash with a full day's supply of vitamins A and C. Also available in diet.
Mayor Winningham stars in a thriller that will keep you guessing to the last minute. Little Girl Fly Away, CBS tonight.
America's changing face and what it means for you tonight on the CBS Evening News.
I'd say this was a pleasant surprise, but I'd be lying, wouldn't I?
Emily.
But what are you still doing here, Emily? I thought you'd be down at the paper putting your own unique spin on the trial. Invading Martians made Craig do it.
Makes more sense than arresting Carly Denny.
Is Hal here? I gotta talk to him.
No, he's not home. But if you let yourself out, maybe I'll tell him when he gets back.
You know, I can't believe that you're still staying here. Well, should have known.
Known that I prefer life over death? Guess I'm funny that way. Look, not that you care or anything, but my mother and Allison are out of town, so I'll be staying with Hal and his family until they catch whoever attacked me. And are you just pretending not to know that I gave Tom the number here unless he needed to reach me for Daniel?
Gee, must have slipped my mind.
Yeah, right. Look, I realize I'm not a top priority on your list or anything, but I am one of the citizens you swore to protect. You know, heaven forbid you should put a round-the-clock guard on me or anything.
And I bet you remind Hal of that every minute of every day, huh?
Am I talking to the chief of detectives right now or the victimized wife? Because I cannot believe you would put my life in danger over some personal vendetta. You know, let it go. Tom and I are ancient history.
I'm not worried about Tom. I'm worried about Hal.
My friendship with Hal is none of your business.
You don't have friends. You have targets. Look, Hal has been through so much hell. I don't need you camping out in the middle of his life.
You know, don't you have work to do? Like finding the person who's trying to kill me? Or maybe that's why you're playing watchdog for Hal. Because you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Oh.
Sierra, darling, I like to think of you as a woman of sound judgment.
Good. Thank you. I will take that as your final word.
Except when it comes to Craig. So, let us review the situation, all right? Craig stole from your son's trust fund.
Borrowed?
No. Then he had to steal from Barbara millions of dollars in order to replace it. And this is the man, the exemplar, the role model you're holding up to your son?
Craig loves his son, Mother.
Furthermore, what has he done to me? He's not just a thief. He's not just a fornicator. He's a murderer. He tried to kill me, to have me poisoned because he wanted to get control of my company.
That's what this is really all about. Why don't you just admit it? That's why you're willing to believe the worst, the unspeakable, even when there isn't any proof?
Oh, honey, was there no proof, darling? That's one thing Craig is a mastermind at, of covering his tracks. And guess who's been aiding and abetting him? You. You bailed him out, darling, when he was in financial difficulties. And you offered to hide him in Montego when he was accused of murder.
I even lied to the police when you needed an alibi.
What are you talking about?
Before Carly came forward, I told the police that he was with me.
But why?
Why? Do I need to spell it out for you, Mother?
Yeah.
Because I believe that Craig didn't try to kill Barbara. Because I believe that the killer is out there someplace. And because I will stake my reputation on it.
I'm shocked. I never would have thought you'd be so foolishly duplicitous.
How can you be all hot and bothered about duplicity, Mother? The last time I was in Oakdale and you had all those photographs that you wanted to show Barbara Ryan, when you knew full well that they were completely fabricated.
If only I'd had a lunch with her. I just showed her that ladies' lunch. She never would have married him.
You are so
it would be
amazing.
over her face. Wouldn't have been
Amazing
her.
how you can justify what you think needs to be done. Make the whole world jump when you say jump. And Craig won't jump, and that's why you hate him. And I'm going to tell you something, Mother. I'm not going to jump for you anymore either. Just keep Lily and Rose under your thumb.
Oh, come off with the kids. They respect my opinion.
What about my opinion? Don't I deserve some respect?
You might get some if you weren't such a spoiled visitor from outer space.
Spoiled? I have never.
Yes, you have.
Never been spoiled.
Not in the conventional sense, no. But you think of nobody but yourself. Here you are. You're championing this criminal, and do you think of anybody else and the effect on other people?
Other people? What other people?
Well, let's start with your 2 children.
I am trying to prove that their father is innocent. I am doing that for them. How is that hurting them?
I think it might be better for the children of a criminal to get used to what he is and who he is. A man who will do anything. He'll lie. He'll steal for power and money. He'll do anything. He'll even marry it.
Marry it? Isn't that exactly what you did to get where you are, Mother?
Well, I'm thinking about what I might say, but I won't say it, because you're speaking in anger. But if you don't take that crack back, our relationship will never be quite the same again.
Maybe it shouldn't be. The truth hurts, doesn't it?
When I put you on the stand, I want nothing but straight facts, no excuses, no attempt at prettying things up.
Got it.
I will have you own up to some of the things you did do, so that maybe the jury will believe you when you say the things that you didn't do.
What about that picture of the kiss? How do we dismiss that?
You will tell the court that that was the first and only time that you and Carly Tenney ever kissed, and that you never had an affair. You will characterize it as a clumsy, misguided last taste of freedom in your final moments as an unattached man, and that now, of course, you see it as a heinous, despicable thing to do on your wedding day. You will tell the court that you were secretly relieved when Carly rejected you, and you will solemnly swear that you never, ever did anything else. Nothing ever transpired between the two of you. Unless, of course, there is something that you have accidentally forgotten to tell me.
No.
Yeah? Okay. So, in the court's mind, you are about as warm and fuzzy as Attila the Hun. We now need a character witness. Someone that the jury will buy into when he or she talks about your kinder, gentler aspects.
Cass, believe it or not, there are some people on this planet who still think I am human.
Yeah? Who? Your understanding ex.
Yeah, no.
No. She's a very classy lady. That's how she comes across. And she's already agreed to testify in your behalf.
Yeah?
There is nothing better than the ex-wife who is still willing to stand by her man.
She's been through enough.
Craig,
I don't want to do this.
Don't play Sir Galahad with me. Nobody's buying it, least of all me.
And besides, after seeing those pictures of me kissing Carly, I'm not sure Sierra's quite so eager to tell the world what a great guy I am. No, I can't ask her.
Then I will ask her.
No, that would be worse.
Craig, someone has to get up there in front of everybody else before you take the stand to talk about you as if you were still a member of the species. Now, I've got to make this happen before tomorrow, so we need a split decision. Let's go. Yes or no?
Don't pressure her, Cass. Okay?
I'll keep you posted.
Good. Well. Hello.
Greg Montgomery.
Who's speaking?
This is Ted Moran from the City Times.
I'm not talking to the press.
Not even about the arrest of Carly Tenney.
What are you talking about?
Miss Tenney was just charged as your accomplice in the attempted murder of Barbara Ryan. Mr. Montgomery?
Carly.
Jack, you do know I couldn't possibly have done the things they're saying I did. Ever since you left the apartment, I haven't even been able to think straight. When Margot knocked on the door, I thought it was you. I thought you'd come home to me, Jack. You know, I didn't even really mind when she arrested me because I thought it would give me a chance to see you. Will you help me, please? Accessory before the fact. I don't even know what that means.
It means the DA has enough evidence to prove you had specific knowledge of Craig's plans for Barbara.
But I didn't.
Well, she'll say you knew he was going to steal from her, encouraged it for your own gain, maybe even knew about his planned attack at the boathouse.
And you do hear how ridiculous that sounds, don't you? Jack? I didn't know that Craig was writing checks against BRO until after the fact. And when he told me what he'd done, I told him to give the money back to Barbara.
Maybe you should get a lawyer.
I don't need a lawyer. I'm talking to you. Unless you're saying that you would betray me.
Betray? You betrayed yourself, Carly. You stayed friends with a man who has known criminal contacts, who stole from his own family. What I don't understand is what you got out of it. And don't give me the song and dance about how he's going to give you a shot at a design career.
What is that supposed to mean, what I got out of it? Do you have any idea how many times I told that man to keep his distance from me in the last few months?
And he still came back.
Jack, it's me. And you believe it, don't you? You actually believe it's possible that I was in cahoots with Craig to try to murder Barbara?
No, of course not.
Then help me. Will you help me? Will you make them believe that I am innocent, Jack? I know you hate me right now.
I don't hate you, Carly. I love you. But after all the secrets you kept from me, there's nothing I can do to help you.
Is your love life a struggle? The power of the tarot can help. Call me for your free reading now. He can't call you that easily, can he?
No.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because he's in lockdown.
Yes.
Okay. He's not a lying person, you understand?
Yes.
Deception is something that you have had more than your share of, correct?
You are so right. How did you know that?
Who is that girlfriend of yours that has that purple weave in her hair?
That's my best friend.
How's your back, honey?
Oh, wow. I pulled a muscle recently.
You have heart disease is something that is a straight line through your family. I'm feeling palpitations from you on a regular basis, correct?
Yeah, I'm being tested for stuff right now.
Right before the wedding took place, you accused him of sleeping with somebody.
You got that right.
Call me for your free reading now.
Call 1-800-974-2210.
We can call and say you're sick.
For 7 million kids who wet the bed, a sleepover can be a nightmare. Often just because their bladders haven't grown as quickly as the rest of their bodies. They don't know there's something that can help, that protects yet looks and feels like real underwear. Good nights mean good mornings.
Introducing the 10-minute breakthrough. Get beautiful, gentle, long-lasting hair color in just 10 minutes with Revlon's high-dimension permanent hair color. It'll take you longer to get dressed. High-dimension hair color, only from Revlon.
Push it down, knock it up, never ever been a drop. Coffee mate, so rich, yeah, so rich and creamy, wow. Hazelnut, French vanilla now. Coffee mate, love it up.
Coffee Mate from Nestle.
Mom, can I get a tattoo?
The JCPenney back-to-school sale.
It'll wash out in 3 months.
The hottest brands.
I think I'm gonna shave my eyebrows now.
The best prices. Hey, denim looks from JCPenney may be the one form of self-expression that you and your kids can both appreciate.
Can I keep him?
It's all inside the back-to-school sale. JCPenney.
Lucinda, did I ever tell you you're the greatest?
Oh.
Jen loves the cottage. We have all these plans for the next couple of months.
I'm glad. That's wonderful, darling. Really glad. Oh.
What's wrong?
Nothing. You know, it's just not everybody is as thrilled with me as you and Jennifer. Your mom and I have had a crucial argument, falling out.
Let me guess, the trial, my father?
Yeah. I have tried to be good, and I have tried to do the right thing. I think I've done the right thing by you, by the way. But I don't know what to do with your mother. She won't wake up. She doesn't wake up, even though there's new evidence staring her in the face.
New evidence? What happened in the court?
Oh, honey, Jessica introduced a photograph of your dad majorly kissing Carly Tenney.
I knew it. I knew it was just a matter of time before he would do the exact same thing he used to do to my mother.
Worse than that, darling. They got the photograph because it was from the surveillance camera outside the front of the Lakeview just before the wedding.
He cheated on his wedding day?
Yeah. It's yucky. Yucky.
And just think, we worked so hard to try to get Barbara enough to marry him. All we had to do was take her out of that hotel and give her an iPhone. What did my mother say? Don't even tell me. Doesn't prove anything?
Yeah, essentially.
You know, sometimes I think her whole world would crumble if she actually admitted what a complete loser she married.
She thinks She believes that somebody else did it, and the killer is out there somewhere.
She hasn't been here. She hasn't seen the damage Craig has caused firsthand. She hasn't seen how much this is tearing apart Jennifer.
Well,
the real killer is looking her right in the eyes, and it's her ex-husband.
She says, darling, come on, he's a philanderer. That does not make him a murderer.
She always has 1,000,001 excuses. Ever since I was a kid, me or Lucy would wonder why he'd been gone for a month, and she'd say, oh, Daddy has a very important business meeting in Aruba. And he feels so terrible that he's missing your birthday, and then she'd give me this gift he sent, special delivery, and I was supposed to think that made up for everything. You know, I pretended for her sake, but I can't pretend anymore.
Honey? Oh, I never before today, I never knew just what you had to put up with.
Sierra?
Cass, I'm sorry I didn't see you there.
Tough day in court.
Yeah. Not much better the home front. My mother and I are just like Berlin before the wall came down. I thought maybe a walk would clear my head.
Those photographs today were hard to take.
Yeah, well, unpleasant revelations were a constant feature of married life with Craig. Another woman? What a surprise. But they always are somehow. What's the fallout from a legal standpoint?
Think Chernobyl. Carly has just been charged with being an accessory before the fact, and when the news of that arrest leaks out, Craig is a dead man.
Just keeps getting worse and worse, doesn't it?
There may be one way to stop this angry mob from lynching him, though.
What do you need me to do?
You have to take the stand tomorrow. I couldn't ask for a better first witness for the defense.
Boy, smart move, rounding up the lethal weapon Carly Tenney. I mean, the whole town can sleep safely tonight knowing they've locked up the dangerous gold digger. Yet here I am, hiding out from some certifiable lunatic.
Oh, Emily, I don't owe you any explanations. I am following up on our suspect. That's why I came by here, but I guess I'll come back later.
Wait. What do you know?
Oh, now you're interested. Now that I bungled the case so badly, huh?
Look, if you know something about... Don't you dare keep it from me, Margot.
Now, why do I get the feeling I've just walked in on World War III?
I'm going to talk to you, Hal, alone.
Hey, Margot, if this is about Barbara's attacker, you know Emily has been up to speed for weeks. We wouldn't be this far along if it wasn't for her.
I don't want this plastered all over the intruder, Hal.
Oh, please, like I'm going to let the would-be killer know we're on to him.
I took your suggestion, Hal. I finally got a court order to run a cross-check on that names you gave me. Of the list of hospital patients who checked out books that would give them information about explosives, 5 of them were on the same antipsychotic.
The drug they found in the blood of the guy who attacked me.
Yes, Emily. Here's the list. Our guy's got to be on it.
What is it you want me to do, Jack? Would you like me to beg you? Because I will.
Don't you get it, Carly? There's nothing I can do for you, even if I wanted to. You're not here for a casual questioning, honey. You've been arrested. Officially accused of being an accomplice to a serious crime.
I didn't think...
You never do. The more people warn you of something, even if it's for your own good, the more you run toward it.
You promised me I couldn't be arrested. Do you remember, Jack, when I asked you before the trial started?
That was before I knew these photos existed. Maybe if you had told me about them there and then, I could have put out the fire. You couldn't trust me.
What's going to happen to me, Jack?
You being tossed in jail is very useful to the DA. It builds up Craig's motivation for attacking Barbara. And it suggests that his mistress was in cahoots with the mastermind all along.
Even if none of it is true.
You had plenty of opportunities to distance yourself from Montgomery, yet you chose not to. So don't act all shocked now that it's blown up in your face. Gotta get these prints fingerprints done. Let me hit her right hand.
Carly.
From spring to fall, it's in the air. It's allergy season. That's why there's Claritin, for 24-hour non-drowsy relief. Claritin has a low occurrence of side effects, such as headache, drowsiness, fatigue, and dry mouth, similar to sugar pill. So from the time you warm up early in the morning, through those extra innings late at night, when the ump yells, "Play ball!" you'll be ready. Talk to your doctor about Claritin.
Is there a better way to experience intimate cleansing? Now there is. Introducing Vagisil Cleansing Foam. It's unlike any douche, towelette, wash, or soap. Vagisil Cleansing Foam is the first intimate cleansing foam. It gently cleans away wetness, even odor, without rinsing. After all, a woman can never feel too clean and fresh. New Vagisil Cleansing Foam. From Vagisil, a better understanding of better intimate care.
First one to 5, huh?
Come out! Oh, Dad. Bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock.
I work in a hospital, and that's where I discovered Wound Wash Saline Spray. Thoroughly cleans cuts and scrapes without hurting, costs pennies per use, and it's always sterile. Wound Wash Saline Spray.
It's Shelby's frock time.
I don't have to vacuum to freshen my carpets. I've got a great partner. Carpet Fresh No Vacuum. Foam it on. Odors are gone. The carpet's freshened with no vacuuming. That's fresh. Carpet Fresh No Vacuum. Freshens without vacuuming.
My new favorite color? Brown sugar number 63. From Garnier NUTRISSE, of course. Luxurious lasting color that's soft. You just gotta touch it soft. More than a simple cream, it's a conditioning mask. NUTRISSE combines fragrant fruit oil with permanent color in a mask. Then deep treats with nourishing conditioners right down to the heart of your hair. For rich, lasting color. And gray, you're 100% covered. Garnier NUTRISSE. In 30, try something new shades. Garnier, trust them. They're experts.
Tonight on 60 Minutes 2, it's the biggest treasure hunt in America. It's called the Antiques Roadshow, and it's on 60 Minutes 2, tonight at 8, 7 Central.
Nicole has picked these women for eviction.
I nominate you, Krista, and Monica.
Now, the tension in the Big Brother house
You got something to say to me?
is boiling over.
I don't like these people. In fact, I hate most of them.
And it's about to explode.
I'm fixing to slap somebody.
Don't miss the fireworks.
It's no holds barred.
All new Big Brother Live, CBS Thursday.
He had told Amy that he couldn't wait to get a handgun so that he could come find me and come after me. It's because we don't have proof that she gave him cash.
What do you expect a court to do? Use a Ouija board?
Judge Judy.
Today at 4 on CBS 2.
Planning to sell your home or condo this year? You're probably wondering how much it's worth. You can find out free on the web at housevalues.com. So if you're planning to sell, visit housevalues.com today. That's housevalues.com.
Join now and pay no enrollment fee. At Linda Evans, you'll get one-on-one attention. We'll take you by the hand every step of the way. Don't wait another day. Join now and pay no enrollment fee. Call 1-800-45-LINDA now.
Can't wait till the Latin Grammys in September for the smooth sounds of Latin music? Well, you won't have to wait much longer. I'm Linda Alvarez.
I'm Jim Castillo, CBS 2 News. Join us and the cast of The Bold and the Beautiful for 2 evenings of spectacular music.
Grammy winner Arturo Sandoval and vocal diva Alvita join the Los Angeles Philharmonic for a party you don't want to miss.
The Latin Festival at the Hollywood Bowl, Friday and Saturday. For tickets, call Ticketmaster or log on to HollywoodBowl.com.
Watch as Hollywood Square salutes San Francisco.
DeGeneres returns to prime time in The Ellen Show, coming to CBS Friday.
I just found out about this, Carly. They're grasping at straws. Jessica doesn't have a case.
And you're here because...
Because this is an atrocity. I'm calling my attorney and we're getting bail.
No. Craig, please. I can handle this myself.
Oh, you would prefer to spend the night in jail?
Bail can't help her. Carly's arraignment isn't until tomorrow morning. The courts are closed.
Ah. Jessica planned that, didn't she? Carly's in jail, DA's office, tips off the press, it's in the front pages.
And your goose is charbroiled.
The big set up.
What'd you expect the DA to do, Craig? After that photo was paraded in front of the jury. Carly perjured herself to protect you.
Jack, please.
Jack. Since it's obvious that neither you nor anybody else in this department is evidently interested in finding out who really tried to kill Barbara, I don't think justice is the issue here. Huh? But I bet this gives you a little thrill, doesn't it? Great way to get back at Carly.
Oh, please.
Huh?
You don't know what
You know, I didn't arrest Carly, and if I wanted to get even, I would have come after you.
Haven't you done enough damage in my life?
Well, who are you going to go to? Dick Tracy here? I won't want you to spend the night in jail.
Then go, okay? Because you're only going to make things worse for me.
No, I got you into this. I'm getting you out of this.
Haven't you been listening? It is because you got me into this that I want you to leave.
You heard the lady. Out. It's probably better if it's by choice, but if you'd rather I throw you out, nothing would please me more.
I'm getting Cass Renther. I'll be back. Get you out tomorrow morning.
So you want to start your defense questioning the ex-wife of the man whose affairs are only outnumbered by a certain ex-president?
Better to explain the man.
Even I can't explain the picture of Craig kissing Carly on his wedding day.
No, but you can convince the jury that you had a reason for loving him. And that despite your breakup, you have remained close. Tell me this. Does Craig love his family?
Of course he does.
He hasn't raised a hand to you or the children?
Absolutely
He
not.
hasn't once endangered you or made you feel in jeopardy?
I wouldn't have stayed for 1 second, and I certainly wouldn't let my children near him.
See, that's just the kind of honest indignation I need on the stand. May I ask you a personal question?
Why not?
Why did you drop your busy life and come all the way here to be by Craig's side?
Because I know in my heart that Craig could never do something like this. Not to Barbara, not to anybody. I guess I better prepare myself for some interesting headlines. Desperate ex-wife defends killer husband.
Do you think he's a killer?
Absolutely not.
Then all that matters is that you say that loud and clear. Give us this other side of Craig. Please say yes.
If you're willing to hear the whole truth. I lied for Craig before and it backfired.
The truth is what I want from you. See you in court tomorrow?
See you in court.
Thank you.
Cass. Do you think there's any way you can get him off?
With you in his corner, maybe.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Dan. And listen, thanks for getting back to me so quickly. Yeah. Okay, well, we can cross 2 of the 5 guys' names off the list. They weren't even in town when Barbara and I were attacked.
And 2 of the 3 others received Thorazine at one time only, and that was at admission to the ER. It was way before the attacks, and the drug had a long, long time to be out of their system.
Leaves us 1 guy. Owen Dever, psychiatric ward.
Yeah, but our only problem is the psych ward is a locked ward, and once you're stuck in there, you are stuck in there till you...
Security's as tight as any jail.
So how could Owen Dever come and go to stalk Barbara and Emily?
Let's get some more details on Mr. Dever.
Got it, Magda. Magda, hi, this is Detective Hughes, Oakdale PD. Listen, I need the status of a psychiatric patient. The patient's name is Owen Dever. What was the release date? Mid-June, thank you. Owen Dever was released June 16th. Barbara was attacked at the boathouse June 18th.
Ah, means he was on the street 2 days before.
Sounds like we better find out all we can about Mr. Dever. And the sooner the better.
You'd try anything to get some relief from your nasal allergy symptoms. But before you change your life, make an easier change. Multi-symptom Flonase relieves all these nasal allergy symptoms: sneezing, itchy, runny nose, and congestion. Flonase once a day relieves them all day and night. For best results, use daily. Side effects are generally mild and may include headache, nosebleed, or sore throat. Ask your doctor about multi-symptom Flonase. When you get it all it takes is Flonase.
How Mr. Sullivan eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, since 1932, it's the same thing. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Such a nibbler.
You're next, my dear.
Oh.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Grab it! Sledge grab it mitts. Does it grab it? It grabs the dust. It holds it. This is fabulous. Your hand is the tool. It's getting into places where dust doesn't want to get into. You feel it grabbing. It picks up the dust. Hair and dirt. Pledge grab it mitt. Grabs the dirt. It's getting into the cracks, the crevices, these little corners. God forbid I should have a manicure. It would actually protect it. Toss it right in the garbage. Pledge grab it mitts.
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
The dust is in the mitt.
The last couple months we've been searching for a laptop because we like to go out and go places where other people aren't. Having a laptop allows me to take work with me, and I don't have this stress saying, you're not here at work.
We were able to go into the Gateway Country Store and basically say, here's what we do. And they set us up. Now, the big thing is that we can be mobile. And now I can take my Playmate with me on the weekend.
Visit a Gateway Country Store and try out our 2 new notebooks. Introducing the new Summer's Eve Sensitive Skin line. Designed for women who want that extra gentle touch. Feel fresh, feel comfortable, and flaunt your best feature, confidence.
It's come to our attention that thousands in your city have switched to Geico Auto Insurance. How do you explain this fascinating phenomenon? One theory, there must be something in the water. So, we're here at your local reservoir to see. What's your conclusion?
I think people just want to save money.
Should the water be red like that? Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
CBS this fall. Professor Max Bickford thought he had nothing left to teach.
It's just not happening for me anymore, okay? Maybe I don't get these kids. Maybe they don't get me. All I know is there's no connection. I'm no longer relevant.
But he's about to discover just how much he has to learn.
You used to say that starting a new class is like falling in love. Don't you remember what that feels like?
Oscar winner Richard Dreyfuss in The Education of Max Bickford. CBS Sunday this fall.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. No problem at all. I'm here all night. Okay. Yeah.
Was that the DA? Did she want to be sure I was being processed properly? Or maybe she asked you to get out the brass knuckles and work me over a little bit?
It wasn't the DA. It wasn't even related to Craig's case.
Craig's case? Shouldn't we revise that a little bit? This isn't just the Craig Montgomery case anymore, Jack. Not now that he's got his handy-dandy accessory at his side, right? But I suppose I should be very grateful, right? This is such a wonderful learning experience for me.
Carly, don't.
Don't what? Don't demean the sacredness of due process. Don't admit how freaking absurd this is. Don't laugh. Don't cry. Don't look at you. I can't even keep track of all the don'ts, Jack, and you know why? This is the single most unreal day of my entire life. I'm in a police station, and the man I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with is getting ready to put my fingerprints into a wanted, dead or alive data bank.
Don't make this worse than it already is.
I couldn't possibly make this any worse if I tried.
All right, fine. Let's just get it over with then. Come on.
No, Jack.
Carly?
No. You're going to have to get somebody else to do it.
No, there is nobody else. Not right now.
And what about that guy that you sent away? So you could have the pleasure of booking me yourself.
Oh, Carly.
You're right. I do know that. But it doesn't help. Nothing helps, Jack. So don't even try.
I mean, why can't your mom see Craig the way the rest of us see? I mean, do I have to be lying dead, poisoned on the carpet before she can imagine he can murder?
It wouldn't make any difference. I thought a lot about this, and the best I can come up with is she's a very loyal woman, and once you're in her life, you're in her for good.
But that's naive, because trusted people can betray you like mad. It's just that your mom, she's a beautiful woman. I mean, she should have something good in her life now and not just be hanging on to a vicious opportunist.
Well, maybe when the jury reads a guilty verdict and Craig's taken off to jail, maybe then she'll finally see who he really is.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime, please?
I don't think it's a good idea to be bad-mouthing him. It would just give her more to dig into.
Okay. I'm supposed to bite my tongue while she cleaves to that louse.
That sounds right.
Okay. I mean, of course, biting my tongue has not ever been my forte.
Hello, Bryant.
Hi.
I can see that your grandmother has filled you in on your father's case. Well, here's a little twist. I'm going to take the stand tomorrow as a character witness for Craig, and I don't want to hear a word about it.
All right, here's what we've got on Owen Devereaux. Oh, he was a man of such ambition. He applied to the CIA, FBI, Special Forces.
Oh, Green Beret wannabe.
Wannabe is right. He's been turned down by every governmental agency more than once.
Let me guess, emotional disturbances.
The CIA is tracking him. You know, he has written to every president in the past 3 administrations. 2,300 pages so far.
What a nut job.
No. Mr. Owen prefers to think of himself as a professional savior and redeemer. Apparently, he's got the answer to all the world's pesky problems. That's a comfort.
Does the solution to these problems involve implementing his own brand of firepower?
His 43rd application to the CIA was turned down earlier this year.
Who says the CIA never gets anything right?
Oh, he took it kind of hard, kind of had a breakdown over it. And then he was admitted to Oakdale Memorial.
Well, it tracks, doesn't it? I mean, it all makes sense. Mr. Dever kept up his hobbies at Memorial. He asked for it, checked out books on military history, but it was really to get to the parts that dealt with the explosives. I mean, wasn't the bomb in the boathouse the kind used by Special Forces agents? Was it one of the books about Special Forces?
Yeah, but that's not the whole story.
So, Hal, what are you thinking? Let's see if the same thing I'm thinking.
I mean, here you've got means, you've got opportunity, but what about motive, Margot? I mean, why would a nut like this want to go after Barbara?
Exactly. Unless maybe he read about her connection with BRO and he somehow became fixated on her, but we're not going to know anything until we talk to a psychiatrist.
Wait, are you kidding me? What, do you think we're going to waste our time shooting the breeze with some nutcase and shrink? Get that guy behind bars before he comes after me again.
Grease can't stop it. Jam can't stop it. Fingerprints can't stop it. Formula 409. All the giddy-up you need to power through any mess. Giddy-up 409. In original lemon and new Misty Breeze.
What happens when science and moisture come together? New TRESemmé Hydrology shampoos and conditioners. They do more than infuse moisture. They actually lock it in. For hair that's shiny and healthy. New TRESemmé Hydrology.
Millions of children around the world lack vitamin A in their daily diets. Millions go blind because of it. Many die. But thanks to biotechnology, a new kind of rice could reduce the suffering of children. It's called golden rice. It will contain beta-carotene, a source of vitamin A. It could prevent blindness and infection in millions of the world's children. Golden rice is one way that biotechnology could someday help make food better and people healthier.
You're hot.
Excuse me?
How about a V8 Splash to cool you down?
No, thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, V8, it must be rich and tomatoey. But in fact, V8 Splash is refreshing and fruity.
It is fruity.
Now, how about your phone number?
No.
Come on, I'm surprisingly refreshing, too.
Fruity, refreshing V8 Splash.
with a full day's supply of vitamins A and C. Also available in diet.
The best way to relieve dry eyes, your own natural tears. They lubricate, protect, and hold in moisture. Visine tears do the same thing. They lubricate, protect, and hold in moisture. So how can your eyes tell the difference between their own natural tears and ours? They can't. So get Visine tears in and get the dry out. Naturally.
With an ordinary ultrathin, leak is a 4-letter word. Ooh. Stay free. Stay free introduces a brand new ultrathin. The only ultrathin with 4-wall protection against leaks. Not just side to side, but front to back. Now, thanks to Stay Free, 4 letters meet 4 walls. Bye, leaks! New Stay Free ultrathin. The only ultrathin with 4-wall protection against leaks.
September 5th, real people race once around the planet. Their mothers and daughters.
There's gonna be times when we're gonna butt heads.
Grandparents.
I told her she's gonna have to milk a yak.
Fraternity brothers.
Oh, we are the ugly Americans.
The Amazing Race premieres Wednesday, September 5th. To find out more and see a preview of The Amazing Race, log on to CBS.com.
Dear, would you like to enlighten us as to why you have made this decision to be on the stand in his defense?
Cass convinced me that my testimony could save Craig. So, Mother, if my testimony is going to upset you, I think that you should stay home tomorrow. I don't want any kind of public arguments in front of the media.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, dear. I mean, there will be no arguments in public. There will be no arguments in private. You have to do, I can see that, what you have to do, and I have to do what I have to do, and so does Brian. And we disagree bitterly, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you. Mm-hmm. And you.
Did somebody put something in her food again? Or maybe you talked to her.
No, I think even Lucinda is tired of arguing.
So am I.
Cass, I hate to leave this on your machine, but it's urgent. I need you to meet me at the police station tomorrow morning before the trial. Maybe you know this already, but Carly has been arrested as an accessory in my case. And of course, she's refusing to accept my help, but I am not going to let her take the phone. Okay? Call me. It's urgent we talk.
Someone should be coming down with dinner soon. I'll speak to the cop on duty and make sure he watches out for you.
Jack, I'm scared. I don't know what lawyer I'm going to call or how I'm going to post bail.
Carly, I can't tell you how hard it is to see it here. There's nothing I can...
I know. There's nothing you can do. Jack, you do believe that Craig and I, we never...
Please. I can't talk about this anymore.
Jack. Jack. Jack, please. Jack. Emily, would you please stop telling me how to do my job? Well, I wouldn't have to if you knew how to do it.
Okay, time out. Both of you.
All right, I'm going to call Deborah in for questioning. But we need a lot more if we're going to build a case here.
Are you gonna seek a warrant for his arrest? Of course I will.
Emily and I will head over to the hospital. If the shrink won't cooperate, maybe we can talk to some of his fellow patients.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The psych ward. Released in June. That means Owen Dever was there at the same time as Julia Snyder.
And she's still in there. Maybe she's the one that can tell us everything we need to know.